Good morning. I'm Daphne Gillespie and I teach English and Liberal Studies here at Hesser. I've been here since '97 and I understand that the school um, was came here in 1990 or thereabouts. Prior to that, I understand this was a shoe factory, and in 1936, in the spring, there was a very big flood and the building was flooded. And my understanding is that there were a number of people caught in that flood, including several children. The details around that are fairly obscure. But fast forward to 1990, that's when Hesser occupied the building. The haunting has become a very interesting story, probably a bigger story than the flood was in '36. But I have had three different students from three different periods since '97 who have talked to me about their version of the hauntings. And in teaching the mystery writing course, one student verified that she had lived in the dorm and had heard a young child crying in the closet. Now, as we studied that theme, we discovered that other people had also had experiences, different places where someone had died and then years later there was a vision or a voice that seemed to have come from that deceased person. Now, subsequently there was another student who claimed that she had heard a young child crying for help, and a third one had said the same thing. Now, these were not students that knew each other, they were different years, so that's really my only orientation or awareness of the haunting.
Yeah, in 1936 there was a big flood. This flood went all the way up the Merrimack. It hit cities such as Lawrence, Haverhill, probably Methuen, cities along the Merrimack border of the Merrimack River. And as far as what we've seen with the ghosts, we're in room 455, down at the end of the hallway. You go around the corner. We have our door lock and unlock in the middle of the night. It wakes me up once in a while. For a while I had my deodorant disappearing from my room. It was just a bunch of weird stuff.
Probably the most surreal experience that we had was one time after the door had unlocked by itself. I went to lock it, and I was walking back to my bed. Something hit the bedpost. Something really smacked it really hard, and yeah, I shook the bed. That was pretty scary.
I was sitting in my room doing my homework, like I usually do. All of a sudden, I heard like a loud bang on the wall, as if someone like shoved a bureau against the wall on the other side. For what it was, I thought maybe someone was rearranging the room next door. When I had realized that a week earlier, the girls who were in this room had moved out and moved down the hall. So I was like, maybe someone's moving in there. So I came out of my room and I looked at the door and no one was there and I couldn't hear anyone. Knocked on the door, jiggled the handle, no one was in there. So I was like, okay, well, something just rammed into the wall, but I didn't know what it was. So I kind of just brushed it off my shoulders because I didn't really want to know.